Hey.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York. Tonight we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded in the end zone, but he'll decide against bringing it out, so they'll take over at the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is what they have to tell themselves. Don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who played best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. You talk about this Miami defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
To the air, Allen. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he is caught. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, That play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Achane here. They stay on the ground. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
First down. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Miami.
Tua going to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a timeout here, an injured player, and that's Jalen Waddle, who seems to be in some discomfort. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. From the gun, it's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Looking to pass. Tua. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 30. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Go ahead.
Running left, Achane. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, this defense for the Bills, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Waddle, the motion man right. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. In motion, Hill. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Ready.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Ready. All right, go.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach. Frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 33. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
At the Dolphins' 23-yard line.
And they'll run with Tucker. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Trey Tucker, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So, I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
A gain of 15. And the Dolphin 1st down.
From midfield, here's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You look at this Buffalo defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 36. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Get set.
Out of the gun, here's again to Achane. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
1st down, Dolphins.
21G, 21G. Out.
Tua sets up to pass it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
All right, fellas, listen up. All right, ready.
They'll run Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's third and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Darren Waller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to stretch out their lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. That's caught out right by Jennings. And he is going to have a Bills first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Bills first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That one is blown up by Jordan Brooks, the linebacker. The Bills at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Allen going to run with it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Cook up the gut. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Alert!
Here's Allen to throw it. He's got Cook running the slant. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Allen now looks to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 20.
Now Allen again. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Sharp there with his feet. Gets him a little extra space. And then drop just inside the 20. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. From the gun, it's Allen. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Juwan Jennings, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Prater for the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
Matt Prater is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. 128 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
All right, go ahead, go. Solo left Zion.
In motion, Hill.
Solo left Zion. Out!
Now Tua. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Dolphins.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up second and 5.
Watch an option. Ready. Ready, team, with it.
Here's Tua. Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Sanders' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
You're right here. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. Throw caught by Achane. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride, and I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm, they've been sharp, they've been on it, and they pick up another first down there.
Tua going to throw. He'll dump this off to Achane. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
And a yard at the 39-yard line.
Up the middle, Achane. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on third down. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
A gain of 15. And the Dolphins first down.
Looking to pass. Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
All right, go, go, go. Ready. What?
Looking to throw again on second down. Tua dances by him. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Hey, 21's here. Get set.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Achane on the counter. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Dolphins are lining up for a two-point conversion.
The Tua going to try and throw for it. It's complete. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. To throw, it's Allen. They'll get this to Jennings over the middle. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. They pitch it out to Cook. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now Allen. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Bradley Chubb, his 2nd sack of the night. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Now Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Trey Tucker. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point good by Prater. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Second down in the yard. Achane gets it from the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down. A gain of 4 yards. First down, Miami.
Hey! Solo left Zion. 20, TX. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 48-yard line.
Right.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings
Right,
up
go,
2nd
go.
and 7.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
Ready.
Tua sets up to pass it. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So he stopped for no gain. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns. But in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated.
Loose inside the 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Ready.
A give left side. Here's Achane. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 21-yard line.
Ready. Ready. Out.
Again, it's Achane. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That's good for the Bills. 1st down.
Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
To the air, Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Jerron Jennings with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, fourth quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Good.
Now Tua. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A chance hit, and the ball is out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Time not on their side. They've got 1 timeout, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. But they need points. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Allen. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Allen going to throw. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. To throw is Allen. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26.
A gain of 24 yards. That's good for a Bills 1st down.
Here's Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Allen. Touchdown Bills. Trey Tucker, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So here we go with the onside kick. They'll need a recovery and a touchdown. A field goal does them no good. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have one timeout. You look at the clock, and let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. And they'll go right back to right. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
20, TX.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. This is 1st and 10.
Monday.
Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
A gain on the play of 58 yards.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Dolphins, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.